After having a Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 for almost an entire year, I've come to see the pros and the cons of this laptop. In this video, I'm going to tell you if the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 is still worth the buy and if it's even a good laptop for students. If you want to know my own honest opinion about the laptop, make sure to watch all the way till the end of the video where I tell you exactly how I feel. So let's start by saying that I really enjoy working with this laptop. I find the laptop fits in very well for my situation since I'm still in high school and I use it on a daily basis, so I can say that I have worked a lot with this laptop. And since I have used the laptop for a long time, I know about some features that are especially good for students, and I'm going to show you those features today, so at the end of the video you can come to the conclusion whether this laptop is fit for you or not. There are video chapters down below, so just skip ahead to whatever part you're interested in, or if you want to know something specifically. The first feature that I want to talk about is that it has the ability to flip 360 degrees, which is absolutely perfect for students. It's very practical if you want to switch, for example, from typing to writing with a pen. The 360 degree flip is very important for high school students since you're going to be taking subjects like math and science where it's just easier writing with a hand than typing it out. Samsung also said that the laptop has around 10,000 flips, which means that you can flip the laptop back and forth around 10,000 times before it's not as sturdy as when you first got it. But that really shouldn't be a problem because it depends on everyone's own usage. But in my case, I flip the laptop maybe 2 to 3 times a day, and if you multiply that by 365 days, you get to around 700 to 900 flips in a year, and the laptop having 10,000 flips, it should last you a while. As I mentioned, the laptop also has a pen that you can store on the lid right behind the camera, and in my opinion, it's a really great pen. I've heard that there are devices like iPads or other laptops that use pens that just don't have the same quality as the Samsung pen. But the Samsung pen has a really great feeling and it's just really comfortable writing with it. As I said in the beginning of the video, it's been a year and the pen still works perfectly without any problems. The pen also doesn't have any delay from when you touch the screen to the actual writing, which is extremely key for students when you need to take quick notes. There are a lot of laptops that I looked at before getting this one, but I decided to go with the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 because it's very easy to use and you can take notes at school without needing any Wi-Fi. You can take notes on apps such as OneNote or Samsung Notes, and of course there are other apps that you can take notes on, but both of these apps don't need any Wi-Fi and your notes will be saved directly on your laptop until you connect to Wi-Fi, where your notes will be automatically synced to the cloud and then you can access your notes from any device. Personally, I prefer taking notes on OneNote, but that's for another video which is already coming out soon. To add to the practicality aspect, this laptop is one of the lightest laptops on the market, with it weighing just over a kilogram, and that's about 2.5 pounds for those Americans watching. This means that the laptop won't make your backpack any heavier than, for example, a binder, and it might even make your backpack lighter. This way you can either also take more books or just some other stuff to keep you entertained at school. It also gives you the opportunity to fit more stuff in your backpack because it's so thin. If you were to get this laptop, it would for sure improve the room and the weight of your backpack. That is also one of the key factors that helped me choose this laptop over other laptops with the same functions, because it allowed me to take more food for lunch and it allowed me not to worry about putting too much weight on my back. The keyboard is extremely quiet, so it won't be distracting any of your classmates while you're taking notes in class. And if you're getting the 15-inch laptop, you'll be getting a number pad on the side, which you do not get on the 13-inch. Some people prefer to have the number pad, but in my case, I don't really use it. But by getting the 15-inch, you're of course also getting a bigger screen, which is in my opinion much better than the 13-inch. I decided to go with the 15-inch because I thought it would be more comfortable having a bigger screen to write on, and it is. It also allows me to have more space, and it gives me the opportunity to have multiple tabs open whenever I need to study for school. With the screen this big, it is also really comfortable watching some Netflix at night, or when you're traveling, or when you're just chilling at home. The thing about using a laptop in school is that the teachers will most likely be handing out physical papers and not uploading it somewhere online. So you can't take a picture of the paper as easily as with an iPad. You can't just flip the laptop and take a picture of the paper, because then you'd be taking the picture backwards or upside down, and it would just be a really awkward situation if you were standing in the middle of the classroom in these weird positions trying to take a picture with your laptop. But if you have an Android phone, you can just turn on your Bluetooth and then take a picture with your phone and send it over Bluetooth to your laptop. Once you're ready to send the file, you can just go to the bottom right and click on the little arrow and then click on the Bluetooth sign and then on receive file. Once you have received the file, it will be in your Explorer, but you can make it so that every single picture you send from your phone lands in a certain folder on your laptop. And to do that, you just click on browse and then select the folder that you want to have your files received in. This might not be the fastest way of getting your paper on your laptop, but it's a way that doesn't need any Wi-Fi and it ensures that you're going to get a high quality picture. Hopefully this helped you if you didn't know yet. Next up is the battery, and honestly I do not have a problem with the battery yet. In high school it is still currently working for me, but when you're in university it might be a bit more difficult if you're constantly taking notes. I take notes every now and then, and that's perfectly fine for me, But when I get home, I charge it so when I'm done eating lunch or something, I can get straight to work and doing schoolwork or editing videos. Then in the morning, I plug in the laptop for 10 minutes to make sure it's on 100% so it can last me the entire day. The laptop should last around 11 to 14 hours if you're just browsing the web and using Wi-Fi. But in my case, I'm taking notes without any Wi-Fi, so it should last probably even longer. I'm not sure if you're gonna really need 11 to 14 hours of battery life as a student. But if you wanna know how I optimize my battery to get the most value, make sure to subscribe and comment that you subscribed, and I will try my best to reply to everyone that commented. Anyways, I maximize my battery life by first expanding its life by reducing the maximum battery capacity to 85%. You can do that by going into the Samsung settings and going to the battery and performance section and then turning the protect battery to on. I also usually keep the performance mode in optimized, and this way I can get the best value out of the actual performance, fan noise, and heat. Those are my few basic but effective tips that I use to make my battery last longer in the short term and in the long term. Since the laptop has been around for almost a year, the price of course has gone down. But if you decide to go with my version of the laptop, which is the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 12th generation i7 1260p and 256 gigabytes of storage, then you're going to be paying around 1,200 euros, but that might vary from country to country. But that price, I can assure you, is much cheaper than the price that you would be paying for the new version of the laptop, which is the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro 360, which you can buy for around 2,000 euros. The only real difference between the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 and the Book 3 is that it does have a larger screen, a larger trackpad, and a 50% increase in performance, and a brighter and more color accurate screen. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360 is a great choice for students that are in high school and university and need a laptop that's fast, that has a pen, and that has a quiet and responsive keyboard. It's even better if you're already a Samsung person that has other Samsung devices, because you can pair those devices perfectly with the laptop, and that way you can build an amazing ecosystem and just make your life so much easier. I would also suggest that you buy the Book 2 over the Book 3, because I don't think it's worth to pay an extra 800 to 1,000 euros for just a few basic improvements. Well, I hope this video helped you figure out if the Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360. And if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and left a comment saying if this video was helpful. And if you want to see more tech content from me, make sure to comment down below in the comments as well. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.